Hi, welcome back to our second junior statistics video. In this video, we're chatting about collecting data. So statistics is a branch of mathematics that deals with the collection, the organization, the analysis, the interpretation, and the presentation of data. Now, data collection is the process of gathering information. While methods vary all around the world and from people to people, the emphasis is on ensuring accurate and honest collection remains the same. We want to collect data that is as accurate as it can be and that is as honest as it can be. The goal for all data collection is to capture good evidence that allows analysis to lead to convincing and credible answers to the questions that have been posed. Right, some keywords are coming up, key ideas. You may choose to pause the video as we go and take a few notes. Here's the first thing. The population is the entire group under investigation. If we were doing an investigation that involved males at Altair College, the population would be all males at Altair College. If we were doing an investigation about trout in Lake Taupo, then the population would be all trout in the lake. Okay, next keyword. A sample is when a small group from the population is selected and used in the analysis. So instead of using the entire population for my analysis, I take a sample, a small group, and use them for my analysis instead. Now, samples are used to collect data because more often than not, they are cheaper and quicker. Also, it's impractical to use the entire population for many things. Imagine trying to test water from a lake and taking every drop of water out of the lake. Imagine taking every drop of blood out of a human body to test the blood. Imagine trying to survey every female living on this planet. So, samples are used to estimate the characteristics of a population. Right, now, a sample needs to be large enough to represent the population. To achieve a representative sample, it's best to choose items from the population at random. This means that every item in the population has the same chance of selection. A sample becomes biased when it does not represent the population well. Right, surveys or questionnaires are a list of questions that are designed to gather data from a group of people. We can survey people over the phone, email, mail, internet, social media, or even the old-fashioned way of face-to-face. If we survey the entire population, we call it a census. Okay, several ways we can collect data. Measurement and experiments, existing source, and surveys and census. So for measurements and experiments, we've talked about some of these ideas in the last video. All these different types of investigations will need to go and measure or perform experiments to gather data. For existing source, we'd gather data from companies or from the government or from retail shops about whatever we need to gather. And from surveys and census, we'd have to set up our surveys or our census questions and then go out and collect that data by asking people. All right, now we've talked about these two words in the last video. Qualitative data, which data that characterizes things, i.e. male, female, and quantitative data is data that is numerical, right? So those are two keywords. Let's introduce some more. If it is quantitative data and it's collected by measurement, and it can take on any value, we call it continuous data. E.g., the height of a male is continuous because I could get 157.4 or 157.9. However, if it's quantitative data and it is collected by counting something and it is only a whole number, we call it discrete data. E.g., the number of threes came up is 19 times. I can't have 19.3 threes came up. All right, Statistics New Zealand is a very good source of data for New Zealand data, and the United Nations and World Statistics are great sources for data around the world. Okay, that'll be us for this video, so thanks for listening in.